It's going to be an interesting example, but you might have seen the Korean movie called Old Boy, which also has an American version. The protagonist is influenced by his enemy's hypnosis, and he's directed to follow certain steps. Even though this film seems unreal, isn't there any possibility that we are being influenced by some power centers?
Hypnosis, which was seen as a branch of magic or sorcery in history, was rejected by scientific circles. Although it was despised as a practice, in the late 19th century some psychological circles, especially Salpêtrière and Nancy schools, instead of rejecting it, approached the phenomenon with scientific research. And they've examined the phenomenon through experiments. Eventually, hypnosis has taken its place in the field of science. As a part of the process, science has to be thick-skinned. According to psychology, hypnosis is defined as an artificial sleep or sleep-wake state that has a tendency to respond to suggestions. Hypnosis state provided in two ways. Through magnetism, called magnetic sleep, and techniques of suggestion, hypnotic sleep, which we commonly heard of. Magnetism techniques were first applied by Franz Anton Mesmer, considered the discoverer of magnetism in living things, who named it animal magnetism. Magnetic hypnosis compared to hypnotic hypnosis provides a deeper and more natural state which shows more efficient and useful results. In magnetic hypnosis, the possibilities of harm and danger compared to hypnotic hypnosis are rare. The state of magnetic hypnosis does not occur and does not disappear by suggestion. The word comes from Greek. Hypno means sleep and osis means condition. But hypnosis was being used in artificially induced conditions. A person who is under hypnosis cannot lie, and actions that do not comply with his/her will cannot be made.
Adam, you're gonna say that you love me so much whenever I get angry with you. Now, I'm going to count down, and when you hear the snap of my finger, you will wake up and proceed with my command.
Is it necessary?
Yes, it is. Hey, wait! You're awake!
But I'm doing as you told me.
Okay, now let me count down.
Person, I'm just going to ask both of you to stick your hands out like this, both of you. Deep breath in, stare at the spiral, and everybody sleep all the way in.
There are three stages of hypnosis. Lethargy, neo-spiritualism defines this stage as self-imaginative. At this stage, the subject can be directed by suggestion. Catalepsy, while the subject's eyes are open, their muscles remain stationary for a long time, called freezing. It keeps the organs in the position where they were left. It was determined that he was influenced by music although he could not hear the surrounding noises. Suggestion, as his ability is reduced, orders are ineffective. It is a dangerous phase in hypnosis that the patient cannot be awakened. Somnambulism, the subject regains control over and starts using it a little more consciously and extensively. The suggestion is not possible directly, but possible by persuasion. An intelligence and reasoning ability is observed as not normally seen. This stage is named superconscious. It is a state that occurs spontaneously in so-called natural sleepwalkers. While natural sleepwalkers are in this state, they may engage in activities that require intelligence, but after waking up, they do not remember any of these activities.
Throughout the movie, the protagonist gathers a number of clues as he moves through various stages. Ultimately, those clues led him to his enemy. All his motivation was directed by the help of hypnosis. Although this seemed like an extreme example of our approach, it is still obvious that we are affected by certain effects that are unlike hypnosis. These are a regular part of our daily routine, like advertisements, people, news that sends constant messages to our conscious and unconscious inevitably. Yeah, let's not call it hypnosis, alright.
The most important hypnosis method is the post-hypnotic key, which is used in the Zen discipline for mystic purposes for centuries. The post-hypnotic key method was developed by Japanese metaphysicists and gained an experimental identity. This method can be used for intelligence information. For example, a spy who is given information to deliver it to someone in another country under hypnosis, while he or she is on the mission. Even if the spy got caught by the enemy forces, the information that is given cannot be obtained until the subject is hypnotized again. But the post-hypnotic key method is much more complicated than this example. According to esoteric discipline, at a certain point in the life of an incarnating soul, a certain sign, that is, a post-hypnotic key, opens the subconscious and the vast knowledge accumulated throughout the incarnations flows into the person. Therefore this reminds him/her of his duty in life. You can check our Madame Blavatsky video as an example of this method.
The story of the movie was mind-blowing and so many symbols that eventually bring some ethical questions. This put out an idea in my mind which we need to be conscious and educated in every phase of our life. If we gain knowledge, we become more aware, thus it would be much difficult for the system to manipulate us. So it is in our hands to decide and choose the message. Please feel free to comment down below and thank you for sharing.